So for Brawl Ball, first for BB, we're going to use the Home Run Star Power for the extra speed boost, and then the Vitamin Booster Gadget just for the extra health as a tank. This speed gear and damage gears will be used because damage gear is really good with tanks and the map is covered in bushes. For Max, we're going to use the Running Gun Star Power just for that extra ammo, and that works really well with the vision gear to help reveal the enemies. Phase Shifter is one of the best gadgets in the game, and speed gear is just necessary for this map. For Sandy, Rude Stands is really going to help that super take over the game, and Sweet Dreams is just allows goal scoring opportunities and so much control. Extra Gadget is really important as a gear to help Sandy take over. The hypercharges are also really important, with Max's being really good for utility and Sandy's being really good for that speed boost, and BB's can also just take over the game. And as you can see, they all use speed gear because you just want to have so much bush control with that extra speed. Next map, so on Gem Grab Hard Rock Mine, the comp's going to start with Rico, and he's going to use the super bouncy star power and the multi-ball launcher gadget, as he's just very good at controlling that left side lane. Damage and shield are what we chose, but you can really choose anything. It's really optional on this map. Buster's going to go mid. He's going to use the Kevlar Vest star power because it's just good. Slow-mo replay is really good at just finding those kills when you need. And he's going to be the standard gem carrier for this map, as he's really tanky. He's using that speed gear just so he has a little bit more faster speed as a tank, and that extra gadget is really necessary when that gadget is so good. For Charlie's going to go right lane and just hold down that right lane. Digestive is the better of the two star powers for just keeping your enemies low. Spiders is one of the best gadgets in the game, and it can take so much control in single shot brawlers. Damage gear and shield gear are up to you. You can really do anything you want. There's also the extra gadget gear. Okay, for the third map on Hot Zone Open Business, we're going to use Carl first. Carl's going to go left lane and go super aggro with his protective pirouette, which is just so good, and Flying Hook really pairs well with that extra gadget gear to just take over the game, and damage gear is just really good because he's a lot of health. Tick is going to have a lot of control with the well-oiled and health gear combining to make him have really fast regen. Last Hurrah is just really good for like control, and the extra health mythic gear is going to be really good for his tick head. He's going to really try to utilize Bo's super totem to just farm as many supers as possible to have lots of control with his hypercharge. Bo is going to use Snare Bear because it is really good for having a lot of control with his super, and then Bo is really just as a utility to help Tick and hold the zone. We chose damage and shield gear, but that is really just up to you on preference. Okay, so for the fourth map, it's Heist Safe Zone, and so Chuck is the best brawler by far in this game mode. He's going to want to go up that left side and get his supers on the safe and chaining those supers as soon as possible. That star power with Tickets Please is really good at just taking that ammo from the opponents and charging supers faster. The gadget is really up to preference. You can use either one. We change them throughout the games. The health gear is really important for regenning because you're going to be out of the fight a lot and with his super, and then his damage gear is just going to be really important for damaging the safe as much as possible. Jesse's a really good utility brawler. That super has a massive potential with the Shocky star power and the recoil spring combining with her hypercharge. She can deal out massive amounts of damage with her super in a very short amount of time. We didn't have any preferences on the gears, so we just used damage and shield. And then Colt is really just a preference pick, but you can use him as a really good way to either skill diff or just use that gadget to open up the map on more tanky brawlers. And Magnum Special is really good for the extra range against the safe. Silver Bullet opens up the map, and then extra reload speed and damage gear are really good at either dealing with the safe or just winning your 1v1s. Okay, the last map was Bounty Shooting Star, and we went with a very standard comp. We didn't get nearly as creative as with our other comps on this map. So with Piper went left lane, Piper used Snappy Sniping, and then Auto Aimer, and we used Auto Aimer to counter assassins such as Fang or Edgar. And then the damage and shield gear was very standard, just as the best set of gears. Sprout went middle lane. Sprout was really using her super to push back the enemies and cut off sniper lanes, both on the left and the right side. The Overgrowth star power was the best for that extra damage range, and then Transplant was used to give yourself that multiple super, because you really just need your supers, which is also why the supercharged gear was used. Then the shield gear was used, as it's used with all of the brawlers, just to give them a little bit extra health in a map that's purely about getting kills. Nani was last. Nani went right side, and Nani used the autofocus star power to get the extra damage possibility and allow you to pick up free kills on low health snipers. And then Return to Sender is really good for countering those single shot brawlers such as Piper or Bell. And then the damage and shield gear were used yet again by Nani as with Piper, because it is the best combination of gears for this map.